Hi guys. Okay, so I'm back and today we're going to be talking about your follow-up system and getting a really good follow-up system in place to make sure that your customer service is going to be absolutely spot on and exactly that's going to hopefully bring back customers to be ordering from you continuously and hopefully to be rebuying from you, because this is the biggest thing and the hardest thing of direct sales is getting customers to reorder, and it all really comes down to that follow-up system, the system that you've got in place that is going to build return customers. So what I want you to think about is how you would like to be treated as a customer. So think about it this way: have you ever bought from another direct sales company? I have, and I've got to be honest, both of those people that I've ever bought from have never ever followed up with me. They've never said how was the product. They've never said did you like it? Did you open the product? Are you using the product? So ideally, you've got to think like you are the customer. How would you like to be treated if you was to buy a product online? How do you want to be treated? What sort of things do you want that consultant to be saying to you? And that's what I want you to think about, and that's where the gold is going to come in. So here's some things to remember. No customer has to buy from you. They can buy from whoever they like. Now, I can tell you something now. If I got better customer service off of another direct seller, then I naturally am going to go to them. If, say, for example, one direct seller gave me samples in my order and one didn't, I'm more than likely to buy from the person that gave me samples. You really need to be thinking about this. You need to be treating your customers like they are your VIPs. They are absolute gold. Getting back to them when they message you, not in a timely manner, not leaving it days and days and days before you actually respond to say, oh yeah, I can sort out that for you. You know, if you say that you're going to go and pick up an order, go to their house when you say you're going to be there. If not, make sure you message them. So it's making sure you've got a system in place that is going to basically counteract all of those things. So you've got to remember that customers will literally go to the person that takes the best care of them. It literally is as simple as that. So I want you to invest in a good follow-up system. So following up basically means that you are going to the customer, you are delivering their order, and then you are taking care of them afterwards. So there are a couple of different systems that I would recommend. The first one is called Ami, A-M-I. It's an app you can download on the App Store, also formerly known as Maven, M-A-V-E-N. You get a 30-day free trial with Scentsy, and it is absolutely fantastic. It's like your own little PA. So basically what Ami does is she links, I call her she, but she links with your workstation. So every time you place an order, she will then tell you when to send thank yous. She will tell you when to message them to ask them whether they need other product or whether they're happy with the service that they were provided. She literally makes you message all of those people. She will also ask you to reach out to new customers, and it literally, she is brilliant, and she works based on goals. So you can put in your goals and she can make sure that you do that. It is honestly, try the 30-day free trial. If you don't get on with it and you're a pen and paper person, you might want to look up a binder system. There are loads of YouTube videos on binder systems. I believe Christina Steinbrook has got a really good one. I can find the YouTube video. If pen and paper works better for you, let me know. But for me, this is quick and it's easy. Maven is so easy to use. Or Ami is so easy to use, and it literally is a quick system. All you need to make sure is that you've got your customers' details saved every time you put an order in. So that's really, really key. Okay, so make sure you've got a good follow-up system. So now, follow-up systems don't necessarily need to be that you're always messaging them, asking them to buy more product. It literally could be as simple as you're messaging them to say, did you receive your order okay? You're messaging them to say, have you taken your order out of the box? Was the bulb okay? Was it delivered and all intact? Have you placed, and it may well be that you follow up with something along the lines of how to change a wax. So basically you become an educator to your customers, and it's really, really important that you educate your customers on all the different things that we know as a consultant. And you might think, well, do you know what? I go live on my Facebook, I do this, I do that. People don't always watch it, and a lot of people aren't necessarily on social media, and they're not using their social media like we do. So therefore, it's really, really important that you have that communication going with your customers that is going to help them, especially if they're new customers that have never bought Scentsy from you before. So one of the things that I will be doing in my follow-ups to brand new customers is telling them how often they would change their wax, reminding them that the wax doesn't dissolve, and also telling them how they could basically change their wax. So whether they use the cotton wool method, whether they use a cotton cleanup that's available in the Scentsy Success Store, or whether they wait for it to, you know, warm a little bit and then literally just bring it out with their finger. I would also be making sure that I'm going in there saying don't use any sharp tools like knives or anything like that going into your warmer, or spoons, because it's a way that you can break the warmer. So you're educating them. You know, you might text them after a few days and say, have you changed your wax yet? What did you think? Did you like your wax? Is it still smelling? If it's run out of smell, you might just want to change it, pop a new cube, you know, take that out, pop a new cube in. So you need to, following up isn't necessarily about always texting them to say, do you need more sales? Sometimes it's about their education that is going to build that relationship and build that trust up with that customer. Those are the type of things that are going to bring them back to you to reorder, 100%. Okay, let's talk about sampling. So as a consultant, you should be sampling to your customers, and this is good customer service. So in my orders, for example, I've got a bit of a system that I use. Everybody will get the scent of the month sample. So this is this month's, which is Spring Has Sprung. I literally just put the little in a little baggie, and I put the little card in there that you can get from the All About Samples group. But it's also got a little sticker. If you can see that, that's my sticker. It's got my face on it. It's got my contact details. And these stickers will go everywhere. They will literally go inside, I don't think I've got one, but they will go inside a wax bar. They will go on the front of a scent circle. They will go on a Counterclean bottle. They will go on the box of the warmer. I literally stick my face everywhere. I order hundreds of these. They, you know, I literally made them on Avery Design and Print, and I got them printed through Solo Press or Banana Print, something like that. They've not got like the Scentsy logo on, so they don't need to be through an approved vendor. But for example, if you are going to put the Scentsy logo on, you can use Vistaprint, or you can use a Scentsy approved logo maker, which is the best ones to do. So that's really simple. It is literally that simple. So every customer will get a scent of the month, the most recent scent of the month, in their order. Why? Because it's easy to follow up with the scent of the month. It keeps your sampling simple. You know what everybody's had. Everybody has had this. Now, if they spend over a certain amount of money with me, I will obviously sample them a few more things. So if they do spend quite a bit, I tend to put some washer whiffs in, some Counterclean in. I might put in some Scentsy Soak. I literally will bump up their order. And that's really important, because they're the people that are spending the big money with you. Obviously, if someone's only bought one bar of wax, you might want to just give them one cube, which is absolutely fine. That's going to keep them coming back. And also it makes it easy for you to follow up and say, did you like that sample? Would you like to buy a bar? The scent of the month bar is actually reduced. So that's a really good one to follow up with. When you get an online order, it is really, really important that if you get online orders, that you are making sure that you are going back to those people and you are saying thank you. And that isn't just by sending them a message saying thank you. So what I do, my online orders, usually I will always send out a scent circle. I put a handwritten note on here that just says thank you so much for your online order. It will have my sticker on it. Here's a little free gift from me. And then quite often I do these. These are due to go out to people that have online ordered that actually live local to me. And in there they've got some washer whiffs. They've got some a couple of new season samples. And I make it look all pretty with some Scentsy Success stuff. I literally just need to put our address on there. So I have those that are ready to go out as well. Everything I send out has got my details on it. Everything that goes out has got my contact number. It's got my you know, details in it. Every order will have especially every new order will get a business card, because I've got hundreds of them. These were done on Vistaprint. Scentsy approved, sorry, they weren't done on Vistaprint. I'm actually lying to you. They were done on Etsy for an approved vendor. I can't think the vendor's called off the top of my head, but they're really, really cute. I also had these made. Again, not got the Scentsy logo on, so I did these on Banana Print. They literally are little referral cards that will go in all of my orders and offer like ways to get extra goodies, basically, if they refer their friends. Again, it's customer service. Referrals are the best type of customer service that you can receive. I also make sure that every order has a thank you. So it really is as simple as this. It says, "Ta very much. I hope you enjoy your Scentsy goodies. Please take care of your products. Take a picture of your products. Upload with a review on my Facebook." And it's got my details on there. And then on the back, it's got a little bit of information about me and why I joined Scentsy. And this was a picture of me when I was in Mexico on one of the incentive trips, asking people why don't they join my business. This goes on every single order. And it doesn't matter whether someone orders from me 10 times in a month, they will get this on their order every single time. And it literally, I attach that onto there. They will have their sample, that goes in their order every single time. It makes it easy for them. I don't always follow up, you know, asking questions about whether they want to buy more wax or whether they need any more warmers. I get to know my customers. I'm messaging them, asking them, you know, how their mum is, if their mum's in hospital, how their kids are getting on at school. I build relationships with my customers, and that is what keeps bringing them back. The same as my people that have parties. I've got relationships with them. Now I just message them and say, new season coming up, fancy booking a party, and they literally go boom and they book a party off the back of it. So there are lots of ways that you can sample, but remember, if you've got customers or you've got consultants within your team or within your area that do not sample, but you do, you are more likely to get the repeat custom if they buy it off both of you. And your customers are not your own customers, and you've got to remember that. They can go and buy off absolutely anybody. If they're not getting the service that, you know, you're providing or you could provide, then they're going to buy off someone else. It literally is as simple as that. So make sure you get a system down. Make sure you have a system. Like my system is literally scent of the month goes out because it's simple. I'm not going to forget. And I got that advice off another SSD, Tam, and she said to me, I'm never going to forget if I send out this, you know, the scent of the month as my main sample. I also encourage you as much as possible to sample things like washer whiffs, to sample body bath soap, to sample Counts Clean, Scentsy Fresh. The more you sample those other products, the more likely you are to expand the level of products that people are buying from you. If you only sample wax, you will only sell wax. It literally is that simple. Okay, so make sure that you label everything, make sure that you've got thank you cards, and make sure that you get to know your customers. More than anything, I pride myself on that. I know my customers well. I get to know their families. I get to know their, you know, I am that crazy wax lady. And the more you do that and you have that follow-up in place, the more likely your customers are going to rebuy. If, for example, the only time you message them is to offer them a sale, to offer them a mystery bag, to offer them some wax, to offer them the scent of the month, they're going to get bored with it, and they're going to be like, well, why am I going to respond to this person? She only messages me when she wants me to buy something. So build relationships with people and take that advice, and it is really special. And, you know, be prepared to mail out your best customers. So this month I've got 2 customers that spend an awful lot of money with me. I gave away 2 of my half price items to them, and they both bought Twinkle £61 warmers. But you know, I don't do that very often. So, you know, do some of those little things that really are, they go the extra mile, and go the extra mile for your customers. Take care.